Hi, everybody! Welcome to another episode of Let's Eat with Carly Cat and Dijos. Hi, Dijo.
What's up, guys? What's up, Carla?
What's up? Are you having a good day?
Yes, I guess, but not as good as yours.
Why? No, I'm so happy today
Parang
because
you look like you have a new mint blush on you.
yeah.
Glow.
As a matter of fact, I do. I was really happy because I was able to mint the littles, and we had reveal
Grabe.
earlier. Yeah, we had reveal earlier, and I got. You know what? I was messaging you guys, and I was like, "Hey, I'm manifesting rares. I'm gonna get 2 rares." So I'm happy to report that I got rank 5,000 and a rank 9,000 something.
So the
So
manifestation did not
it didn't
happen.
work, fam. The people who get rares, how do you guys do it? I'm so jealous. I
Sabi
was
nila
looking
you don't
at
take a bath though.
you don't take a bath? Is that a thing?
Yeah, you don't take a bath.
I was looking at this one guy who got one of the rarest ones, and he only has 8 NFTs so far. So I think it's either the other NFTs are hidden in another wallet or he got pretty lucky early on.
Probably. That's probably it.
Yeah. But aside from that, what's been happening? Are there any? I mean, have you minted anything lately, Didge?
Oh God. I am so sorry. What
We
is
are,
happening?
yeah, it's okay. I'm gonna keep talking while I'm waiting for you. Oh, there we go. Okay. Hi, everyone. Again, you are watching another episode of Let's Eat. DJos is going to be back in just a little bit. We're just running into some technical problems. But right now, we're talking about the mint that I was able to get into earlier, which was the Littles, and we had reveal. So, did anyone else get into this project? We'd love to know. Hi, Terry. Hi, Dard. Hi, Peach. Hello. Welcome. So,
Sorry,
checking out.
I got rugged.
Yeah, Ditch got rugged. We saw it.
Rug pull. Rug pull. Classic internet in the Philippines, a rug pull.
Is it raining? That's always the thing, right? Oh, my internet's bad because it's raining.
Shit, we're still staring
So
at the letters. How much is the floor right now?
it's at 0.47. I
Wow. And then
think
the mint was point
the
one.
mint was actually quite high. It was 0.125, and people could
But
mint
I, I
four
I read
max.
I read I read on Twitter. I don't know if it was you or like another person saying lang something like about the gas was so bearable during the mint.
It was. Well, during pre-sale at least, I actually was able to mint my 2 littles for just $56 worth of gas. So that was a really, really pleasant experience. And for all the new people who are really interested in getting into NFTs, this is a way to check how projects are doing. Head on over to OpenSea, check activity, and see the volume. There we go. Direct JC helping us out with this little guide right now. And then you'll see all the sales in the past few minutes or hours. And if a lot of people are buying, then it's usually a good sign that the project is going to do quite well.
Yeah, a lot of people actually ask me because when I show them OpenSea, for example, I show them a project I hold, and then when you get into the project page, I guess, or the NFT page, for example, here one for the littles, diba? So usually see if you can go if you can go to the homepage of the littles, um the homepage of the littles. Parang yeah, you'll see usually, diba, how many items, how many owners, what the floor price. But something they always ask me is yung volume traded. And then they ask me, what does that mean? Like, it
Yeah.
means 3.3 thousand ETH, parang ganyan. So I don't know if I get it, if I'm getting it right, but like it's basically how much people have spent in secondary. Tama ba? I think that's right. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So
So the higher
basically,
that
like
number
that's a
is,
lot.
yeah.
3,000 Ethereum
And
for a
imagine,
first day public sale and reveal. That's a lot.
exactly. And public sale was today. It lasted only 3 minutes, so it was pretty crazy.
Wow. How many NFTs were up for, well, is it like 6,000 up for public sale? Parang like I
No,
think it
I
was
think it
6.
was just around 4,000 actually.
Oh,
Because when I
less.
checked
Okay.
after pre-sale, I saw that there were already more than 6,000 items on OpenSea.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was quite limited, like compared to other projects, and everyone was just trying to get in on that. But just to
Good
run
job though.
through some of the things that we can expect, because right, so many things are happening in the NFT space all the
Always, yeah.
time. Are there any upcoming drops that you're looking at or waiting for?
Me honestly, like I've been trying to zoom out a bit. I've been trying to just chill with, and I've been saying this for the past few weeks. I've been trying to just chill with the projects I'm in.
Yeah.
So the projects we've talked about before, I'm just staying there. Obviously, still trying to observe what's coming. Obviously, AGC Alpha Girl Club is coming next week. If I'm not mistaken.
Yes, December
Yes. Okay.
4.
Yes. Yeah. So that
Yeah.
that's one on my list too. What else? I don't even know. Oh, Thingdoms. We still don't know what's
Yes.
gonna happen with Thingdoms. That's also part of the short list, I guess, for me. Other than that, no. It's more of, again, the events for the projects I'm in. So Dead Fellas is dropping Dead Friends, or a companion, like a pet for your
Yeah.
fella, on the, let me see, 13th. So in a couple of weeks,
How does this
December
work? Do we have to
13th.
pay for it?
It's a free mint. So you just basically pay for
Ooh,
gas.
I get a fella
So
pet.
you get a pet. Yes, you
I'm
get a
so
companion. You get a
excited.
dead friend. And then what else? Oh, for Creature World, my main project, we have the Journey 2, which is the ever elusive Journey 2 that everyone has been speculating on and guessing. That's happening. I don't know. We don't even know when that is happening, but that's happening pretty soon. But other projects,
Yeah.
yun lang. But that's just it for me. Maybe AGC and Kingdoms. How about you?
Yeah, it's the same for me. So obviously AGC is one that I've been waiting for a while. I also really love Thingdoms. I hang out in their radio channel all day, and it's so cool because they made it like a legit radio station. So
Oh wow.
they have like little spiels integrating like their community jokes. It's like there are
Okay.
DJs in between the songs, which I find really cool, and I think it's a really fun community. And I think like the art stands out. It
It's
looks
it's
pretty
it's super
iconic.
cute. Yeah. It's super.
Yeah. And aside
I
from
like
that,
it.
Women Rise is a project that I've been following also. So it's a
Okay.
women-led project in the space, and I'm always very excited when I see strong women just launching some amazing projects. They did their pre-sale today, and I believe public sale is tomorrow. So
Are
yeah,
you on the whitelist on that? No.
and I am not because I found out about it late, but I did join some of their spaces. Malia was the founder was kind enough to invite me to some of their spaces. So
Okay.
yeah, I've just been waiting for that.
That's cool. I'm checking them out right now. I'm liking this. This I don't know how you. I'm probably gonna butcher this term or whatever, but I like this. It's not cartoony, but how would you describe this? Itong Women Rise, like how the art is it's like kind
Yeah,
of
I would say it's parang
doodly
comic-ish.
comic. Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
I have a soft spot for these kind of, like, it's not just the usual PFP or whatever. I like how people put thought into to it. I mean, this is just the GIF, I guess, the placeholder GIF for the NFTs. But yeah, I mean, I like it. Plus,
Yeah.
obviously, para the very very important to always try to check out women led projects within the NFT
Yes.
space.
Exactly. And we are actually going to be joined by an awesome woman who also has a really awesome project. Oh, but before we bring her in, I just noticed your shirt. Show it off, Didge. Show it off.
I did not.
It's
To be
the
fair,
creature
it's
merch.
for the actual IRL playground, but I wasn't there. But
Oh,
Someone from the creature community was kind
Nice.
enough to buy one from me from New York and then ship it here. So it was kind of anxious filled couple of weeks waiting for the Philippine post office to figure it out, but they did. So thank you to the guys at the Philippine post office for sending
Oh,
it to me unscathed. But yes, thank you.
we're gonna have to figure that out because I'm sure a lot of the NFT people are waiting for merch or are planning
Yes,
to buy
yes,
merch.
yes.
Yeah.
And I'm like any project I'm in, if there's merch, I'm like, yes, I will get one. Please send it here
Yeah.
whenever.
We are ready to get our merch. All right. So let's introduce our special guest for today, Didge.
Let's
We are
go.
being joined by Mother Doe herself, Chanel, and she is one of the founders of Tasty Toasties. Hello. Welcome to the
Hey Chanel,
show.
what's
Hello.
up?
Hi, it's good. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Ye-
We can.
Okay.
yes.
Yay. Because my
Thank you so
connection
much for
sounds.
joining us.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having me. I just love the discussion that I was listening to. I need to go check out. Yeah, I need to go check out Kingdom. I haven't really checked out many other projects myself, and I was just looking at AGC earlier today because I was looking at the previous
Yeah.
episode, and I'm like, holy crap, this is gorgeous. So I can't wait to get an AGC myself.
Yeah. Are you already in the Discord?
I just joined today.
Oh yeah,
But I don't
perfect.
yeah, but I don't think I have time to, like, grind it, so I might just buy it off secondary.
Yeah. Completely
Yeah,
understand.
yeah.
I I think
Grinding
that
is too
grinding
hard.
it takes up a lot of time and you are handling your own project as well. So
Yeah,
I'm sure
I know.
everything is pretty crazy. How long have you been in the NFT space?
Um, so I've started buying crypto, maybe in 2017, but, like, a little bit, and then it crashed, and then I went away. And then at the start of this year, I saw, okay, things are picking up again. I started to read a little bit, about, DeFi, and then sometime around June, that's when I, got introduced. June or July, I think July. Sometime around July, I got introduced to, someone who has already been building an NFT company for, like, 3 years, and that's where everything started. Like, I think, like, that's the tipping point for me because I saw what was being built and I saw what was going on in the market, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is nuts." So yeah, I've been in the space. I'm relatively new, actually. I guess now it's been almost half a year. Yeah.
It definitely feels like it's been what 10 decades already now for sure, right?
Yeah, I think my, like, eye bags have doubled in, like, the last few
Not at all. You look amazing.
months. Oh my
But
gosh.
Chanel, before we get into to Tasty Toasty, you're not too far from us, right? You're in Singapore,
Yeah. Yes.
so we're
Yeah, so
in the
I'm based.
same time zone. Is that right? Are we in the same
Yeah.
time zone? We are, right? So
Yes,
it's
we
nine
are.
p.m. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Just
Wait,
making sure.
I always get confused when I'm talking to different teams because everyone's from all around the world, right? And I just
Yes,
had a
yes.
meeting with someone in Singapore, so I knew that we were in the same time zone.
Yeah.
It's always so confusing.
It is so confusing. So I'm glad we're on the show with you. Like we're on because sometimes we interview people and it's morning from their time zone. So we're all it's Saturday night for everyone on the show right now. So glad everyone is spending their Saturday night with us. I haven't been to Singapore for almost a decade. The last time I was there is like 2012, if I'm not mistaken. So it's been a
Wow.
while. Where have you been to the Philippines, Chanel?
Sadly, no. I actually really want to
Oh
go.
no, you have to come here. We love
Yes,
Yes,
we
I
need to
do.
sandwiches.
see you around.
Okay, okay. I honestly, I would love to go. One of my close friends is there on, like, a work posting, so I'm gonna hear all about it when she comes back in December. Yeah,
That's good.
Yes.
Let's
yeah.
go.
So how did Tasty Toasties come about?
So, um, actually, the idea for Toasty, I've had it since 2016. But not as an NFT. Like, I always wanted to start, like, my own little shop selling self-care goods, and I wanted to call it Toasty because the word
Yeah.
toasty means really warm and um comfortable. And it's actually the word is actually from a Homer Simpson gif. And he's all bundled up in bed, which is like my favorite thing to do, except I haven't done a lot of that since I started editing. But yeah, like all bundled up in bed saying I feel so warm and toasty. So I've always wanted to start kind of like an e-commerce store selling cute things, but I never got around to it. I went into like corporate jobs, I was doing marketing jobs, and then tech sales, tech partnerships. So a whole blend of different past lives that feel like a very long time ago, but it was not that long ago now. So so then when I was looking at NFTs, and I think like around August, that's when I started taking out some of my Ethereum, like I think one Ethereum, I have a video about that on my YouTube, to just start buying some instead of just reading about it and watching what people are doing. Then that same weekend, my brother was like, "Why don't you try starting your own NFTs?" Then I was like, "How? How can I do that? Like, there's no way I can do that. Like, it looks so difficult." So he was like, "Let me try and see, if I can understand how it's being done in the back end, and if I can do that, then I can come and help you. I can, we can just make something fun out of it." So that was really how it got started. And when we were thinking about what to do as NFTs, I was like, "Oh, let's finally put my toasty idea. So let's just finally bring it to life." And I think it actually worked because if I were to do this in the past, like start making um blankets, pajamas, stuff like that. It's a very inventory heavy business.
Yeah.
But NFTs is completely not. So I'm like really, really, really glad that this kind of happened and fell into my lap this year. Yeah, so that was a very quick and crazy beginning. I think in terms of NFT, it's a very quick and crazy beginning this year. But in terms of the idea for doing something cute and whimsical, it has been there for like 5 years, that I always escape to in the back of my head when I didn't like my 9 to 5. Yeah,
Yeah.
So it was basically like a passion project for you, like ever since during these sandwiches.
correct. Yes.
Okay,
I
that's
think,
cool.
yeah. So I would spend like my nights and my weekends just like figuring out the generative art and then just firing up Photoshop to draw. I hadn't actually drawn in years. Um, yeah, and it was just so fun, to come back and do something creative after
Yeah.
years of being like in the corporate world. Maybe that's why it's
Yeah.
also a little bit like childish, because I think a lot of my development in like to playing around with art, it kind of ended when I was like a
Yeah.
teenager. So maybe I brought some of that back as well. Like when I was a teenager, there was no like mobile apps to like
Yeah.
help you Photoshop stuff. There's no like iPad to help you do Procreate. All I had was a pirated copy of Photoshop. By the way, I pay for my Photoshop now. Like,
Such an Asian, Chanel. You're such an Asian.
yeah, we did a pirated copy of Photoshop. And then after school, I would come home and like copy manga or like color in manga. So like doing
Can
kind of
we
like
even
NFT.
say that?
Yeah, like
It's been
yeah,
years. It's
yeah,
fine.
10 years statute of limitations is
Adobe,
over.
Adobe, if you're listening, Chanel has already subscribed officially, so don't
I
worry
am,
about
I
it,
am.
Adobe.
I'm paid in Creative Cloud. I'm paying my dues now. But yeah, so um yeah, I think it started off as a passion project, and then over time, I was kind of looking at like how other projects evolved, and I thought, a lot of the things I learned over the years at my previous workplaces gave me a lot of complementary strengths, in terms of like marketing, in terms of branding, and I think one of the inspirations for this is really like Sanrio. So like like Hello
Okay.
Kitty,
Yeah.
Gudetama, but more specifically Gudetama. If you see the bread that's lying down, that's my
Yeah.
homage to Gudetama, because I love Gudetama.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I kind of just want to make like a cute, I would say a little bit more feminine brand as well. Because I think a lot of the things in NFT space now are more geared towards gaming. So I was just
Mhm.
like, I don't care, I want to do my own cute thing. And yeah, I think that was just kind of how I was born. So my vision for this would that be this is like a first generation collectible for something that can potentially be the next Gudetama. Yeah.
And it
I
is cute.
love
Just
it.
want to put it out there. Like, it is cute.
Yeah, it is
It's so
super cute.
adorable.
Actually,
Thank
when I
you.
when I first saw your work, I
Yeah.
was like, I love bread. I really do. I mean, like,
Same.
I'm
Same.
such a
Same.
fan
I
of
knew it.
bread. I like bread more than rice, and I feel like bread just makes me happy. It's
Oh,
like my carb
yeah.
of choice when I'm feeling down. I'm just like, I need some good old bread. So I loved it. And I love that there's
I
like
am
that
obsessed with
bigger.
sandwiches too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love like your explanation about, making the world a warmer place and a toastier place,
Oh.
which is so nice.
So like,
I just wanted to ask also Chanel, because I was reading through the project, and I loved how you made, I guess, characters for the bread,
yes,
for the toasts. So I think we have, what is it, five? I think we have five or six. Five.
five, five,
We
yeah.
have
Fabulous.
five. And I
So
was reading, I'm not gonna lie, I'm more of a herb. I was reading and I was like, I feel like I'm more of a
you're the
herb.
first carb I've
I,
met. You're the first carb I've met. That's so cute.
so like, can you tell us more about, I guess, the lore when it comes to these characters? Like, are they how are they gonna evolve down the line? So you can actually go through, like, from the starter to all the way to
Yeah.
all the way down.
Sure. Okay. So, maybe I should explain first before I go into the stories why we have five original Tasty Toasties
Okay.
that are not going to be for sale. They've been minted, but and they are in the contract because I want to do things with them in future, like make them artificially intelligent or so on and so forth.
Oh
But
wow. Okay.
that's why it exists. But that remains the brand's intellectual property. And the reason for that is, I was studying the business of Hello Kitty and Gudetama, for example, and there's always one main character with an anchor
Okay.
story and a little bit of a story. So not too much. The characters are relatively blank. And the reason for that is so that when you do partnerships and collaborations, other partners that you're working with, they can use this relatively blank character to put their own brand expression on it. So I wanted to make
Okay.
sure that we have this like base brand story. So the Tasty Toasty generated NFTs, they are actually variations of these five original Toasties. So anyone who has one, that combination is yours to own and yours to use, kind of like in the Board Ape Yacht Club series. Everyone who owns a Board Ape, that's their IP. So I'm happy to give that IP, away to anyone who wants to use that Toasty. The my I guess community the main like community stored IP is these five toasties, and therefore I've given them each a different character, different like mini backstory, as something to get started with. And in the future, I'm really looking at trying to see whether or not we can do something small like a web comic or an animated series. I think that would be the
That's
way that I would
cute.
like to
That's gonna
go.
be so
Yeah,
cute.
thanks. And like if we have a game, then I want to keep it like a casual game, nothing too intense. Just something that's like family friendly, easy to play on mobile. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like
I have an idea for you. Like, and
yeah,
I'm gonna give this to you for free, Chanel.
okay, yes.
Flappy bread.
Flappy bread.
It's basically,
That's just
just click
something
it.
true.
Yeah, it's moving.
Wait,
It's moving.
that is like the furthest thing from relaxing.
True. Oh my gosh. So if the bread falls down, it would be bitten
Yeah.
off, right? That's why there's a
Yep.
chew
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. That's all
Yeah.
yours.
Thanks. I guess we can be trying to escape from the oven or from someone's mouth or from
Oh my
pigeons.
god.
Yeah.
So I
By the way,
swear, because like any sandwich project, I actually, I don't know if you are aware of breakfast sandwich, the
I
breakfast
saw.
sandwich. Yeah, so I
Yeah.
also bought into that earlier this week because
Oh,
I
nice.
again, I am obsessed with sandwiches.
Sandwich.
I even I did this. This is gonna be too weird, but I did this challenge for myself. I think that was like 2014 or 2015. I did sandwich Sundays, so I just did it on Instagram. So every Sunday for the whole year, I ate or made a sandwich. I thought it was gonna be easy. Like, come October, November, it was getting hard, but I did it. It was like 52 sandwiches. I made 52 sandwiches for 52 straight weeks. So yes, I am obsessed with sandwiches.
Wow. And I thought I
Wow,
had bread. Well,
that's amazing. I
I
found
hand over
I
the
found like the
title.
right person. Yeah.
I told you, I'm a herb.
That's so cute. Yeah, so you could be like the next sandwich people. One sandwich a week instead of one one piece of a day.
No, that whole bit did not make me rich, so don't worry about it.
So
Maybe rich in bread. Yeah.
the team for Tasty Toasties is you and your brother.
Yeah, so my brother is kind of like part time, like this is his hobby. So like
Yeah.
he's pretty much done honestly. especially the time leading up to launch. So really now it's just me. And but I do have
That's
someone help.
amazing.
I do have a friend helping out. She's also Singaporean, but she's currently in Lisbon in Portugal. And so she's been
Yeah.
helping, advising me on trends, on other projects, because she loves looking at what else is out there in the market. And then she's also helping me on the community side of things. So I really appreciate that, because sometimes when you're doing your own one, you don't have time to go and see what else, what are other
Yeah.
things that people are doing. Yeah, so she's kind of like a
Yeah.
trend advisor, community helper, especially if I'm not around on the Discord. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and then of course we have a team of mods. Yeah, we have a team of like mods that all offered to hire help from the
Yes.
community. Yeah. But yeah, nothing super binding. Yeah, I think that's how it's been so far.
I think what you're doing is amazing. It is no joke to do this with a team,
For
let
sure, for
alone
sure.
with, doing it with a bit of help here and there. I think that's awesome. And we're
Yeah.
looking at the white paper right now. Let's talk a little bit more about the features and utility that you can get once you hold your own tasty toasty.
Sure. Okay. So I just updated it before today, but, but because some things have kind of changed on the timeline. But I think, in terms of utility, right? What I'm going for is extremely long term. Because if I'm saying I want to build the next Hello Kitty is a 40-year-old brand. Hello Kitty was not built in like 1 month of Discord grinding. So I'll address that later on. So in terms of short-term utility, I've kind of kept it within the NFT space, which is if you have a tasty toasty, then at certain mint points of mint completion, we will raffle away some prizes. So like at 25%, we will raffle away more tasty toasties. At 50%, we will raffle away 5 CyberConks VX. Reason for that was CyberConks VX was like the second project I bought, and I think like that completely like sent me down the rabbit hole of like obsession. So I kind of and I kind of love like the entire way that they have innovated in the space. So I wanted to make that the 50% mean completion mark. At the 75%, I have put that I'm going to give away 3 Pachi penguins. I don't know if the market still wants Pachi penguins. You might put that to a vote for the voters will decide. So we'll see how when it comes to 75%. And then at the last 100% mark, I want to raffle away 3 cool cats. Um,
Wow.
yeah, yeah. So all of the funds to do the raffles, of course, they'll be taken away from the min sales, and all goes back to the lucky owners and the winners of that. You ask me why later on. I will explain why. And yeah, so that is the short term benefits. In the long term, we want to tokenize uh not the Tasty Toasty itself, but an entity that will be licensing out the Tasty Toasties brand IP to real world wholesalers and retailers when they want to make merch, because they've seen that our merch has some success and they want to pay us to license the usage of the 5 OG Toasties. Then there's some revenue stream coming in from that. That's when I want to offer the profit sharing back to the first generation holders who believed in our project for like I don't know how many years it will take for that to happen, but that's what I want to do, because without everyone's early support today, that will not exist.
Yeah.
So it's a yeah, but it's a
Yeah.
really long term game. Yeah.
And
So
I just wanted to ask also. Sorry, before we continue, just wanted to tell
yeah,
people. So, um, guys, for everyone interested with Tasty Toasty, obviously it's still minting now on its website,
yeah,
tastytoasty.io. I hope I got it right. So
yeah.
it's still minting now at point 0.05.
I
I get it right?
yeah,
Yes.
0.058. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. So it's still minting now if you guys want. But if you're feeling lucky, all you have to do is go to Asian Mint's Twitter account. We're doing a giveaway. So at the end of this show, we will
Yes.
be picking one Twitter giveaway winner. All you have to do is go to Asian Mint's Twitter account, like, retweet, and follow the people you need to follow, which is basically us. And we're gonna be picking one. So one winner from Twitter at the end of this show. And can we? I think we can announce it. We're giving away one
Yeah, we
more.
can. We can.
Okay, just making sure.
Go
I
ahead.
don't want to get fired. So we are. Chanel was kind enough to give us one more. So we are giving away one more Tasty Toasty at the end of this show. As long as you're paying attention, as long as you're active in the chat, you will get you will get your bread. Literally get your bread.
Get his bread.
So two, two guys, Twitter and chat. Just chill here with us. We have around 30 more minutes. I wanted to ask you, talk about bread, Chanel. Are you like a chef, or like you just like absolutely love sandwiches?
No, I'm not a chef, but I just like
Okay.
I like cute bread. I think one of the inspirations for this is actually a very old Sanrio character called Kore Pan. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Hang on, let me Google the name. I always forget
Yeah,
if it's
I'm
Kore or
googling too.
was it Kogepan? Japanese. Yeah, Kogepan, sorry.
Okay.
Kogepan. Okay, so
Okay.
Kogepan is a burnt bread. And he was very
Oh,
sad
okay.
that he got burned because then after he got burned he cannot fit in with his friends. So I this was like my literally one of my favorite characters growing up. On like when you're a kid and then you have like school bag, you have erasers, you have pencil,
Yeah.
you have pencil case, all that. This character was on a lot of my stuff. So I think somewhere deep down in my head, every time I want to do like my business toasty, I think this is also kind of mixed in there. So only after I
Yeah.
started drawing and then people were asking me what's my inspiration, and then I suddenly remembered that I used to have a bag in primary school with this character on it that I carried everywhere. So yeah, I think that's why I'm obsessed with like existential bread, because I have the bread that's lying down. It's a little bit existential. It's like, oh my gosh, there's so many seeds on my back. And then but I changed. I modernized the story of burnt bread with the burnt character. Um
Yeah.
she's burnt because she's a daredevil, and I wanted to make sure that we have representation. So yay! So that I kind of changed the story there. Like, um you're not doomed if you're burnt. You're only doomed if you carry a lot of things. Anyway, I don't know if
Yeah.
anyone gets my humor.
And
Yeah.
I also love the marketing things that you do. We actually joined the Twitter contest where we had to
Oh
like make a little story about our
yeah.
chosen toast. So I mean, it really challenged me creativity. It challenged my creativity. So I was like thinking about it. I
Thank
like
you. Thank
that.
you
That
for
was
joining.
really fun.
Thanks. I would
I
I
was
was
gonna
gonna.
ask you. Sorry. I was just gonna ask you before we leave it, and I swear I'm gonna leave it because again I'm obsessed with Sandra. What is your perfect sandwich, Chanel?
Oh, grilled cheese. Just
Just
simple.
grilled cheese.
Yeah, yeah. I know I'm so boring. I know, but like good quality. Oh no, no,
No, I.
no, grilled cheese with honey, like good
Oh.
quality cheese. But I don't really like, maybe like a brie. Yeah, brie and honey, and maybe a bit of pear. Okay, maybe not just
I'm
grilled cheese.
getting hungry.
And then sourdough bread. Oh my god.
Oh
I think I
I
had
wow.
love
Okay. We are on
sourdough.
the same page. My go-to sandwich like for the past I guess year has been sourdough grilled cheese but with kimchi mixed in.
Oh
It's
my
gonna
god.
blow
I
your
haven't
mind,
I
guys.
haven't tried
Alpha alert.
this.
Grilled cheese kimchi. It's gonna blow your mind, I swear.
I just realized my
That is
mouth was
also
open.
sharing. Yeah, guys, share your
What is
perfect
your how about you,
sandwich.
Carla? What is your perfect sandwich?
Okay, so I'm a big grilled cheese fan, but I do have a favorite. I don't know if it counts as a sandwich, but I do have like a favorite sandwich like thing in Singapore. So I go to this stall in Bugis, and then they have this roti hot dog.
Oh
Um,
wow.
do you know what I'm talking about?
Okay.
So it's this,
Roti hot
yeah.
dog.
It's
So
like a roti
wait,
dog. It's a roti dog.
it's a roti dog. So it's a stall, and then they lay out the roti, and then they put in a hot dog, they put in egg and a lot of
Oh
cheese, and then they put hot
fuck.
sauce, and then they roll up the roti. And it's always my first stop and my last stop whenever I'm in Singapore because I really, really love.
What? I need to connect with you after this to get the name of that store. I've
Yes.
never had that. And I really
I always when I meet people from Singapore in the space, I'm always like, I love the roti dog in Bugis.
I am trying to search it right now. I
It's
yeah,
so
am
I'm
trying
like,
to
good.
search it right
talking
now.
about that. I do not know of the Bugis.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
I'll
okay. I
send
mean,
it.
yeah. We it's gonna be
Yeah.
like a 2 hour show for sure. But yeah, I
Yeah.
do love.
We
Can
keep
we,
talking
James? Is it
about
this
bread.
one? Jay, sorry, I sent it to you on the private chat. Can you just pull it up? And you can just make sure if it's this one, because like if it is this one, it looks crazy. You can make it at home, but I don't know if I it's called roti sausage cheese.
I think it's
Uh
different.
it
It
looks
looks
it looks
different.
pretty. No, yes, no,
No, no, no.
no,
No,
man.
it looks different. It looks different.
Okay, I tried. I tried.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe later you can see a
I'm
photo
sorry.
of it.
Yeah,
color
yeah,
things.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry,
Grinch
because
was
like a
like sounds
sandwich.
like it's like 99999 calories. How
It
many?
probably is.
900,
It
like a
probably
million
is.
calories.
It probably is.
Welcome to Food
Again,
in
like
Asia.
Yeah.
it is the show. The show, guys. The show is called Let's Eat. So, are you surprised that we're gonna be talking
Exactly.
about food 90% of the time? So, like, it is called Let's Eat. So, God. Okay. I guess I wanted to ask you too, Chanel. Like,
Yeah.
how because we always and we always tend to ask this with people we talk to with NFT
Mm.
creators. We always say that collecting is so crazy. Like time is crazy. No sleep, especially for us Asians. Like it's always middle in the early morning, the drops or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, time is hyper fast, and it all we know the jazz. To
Yeah.
to run a project, how crazy is it to run a project?
Very, very crazy. um, okay, depend. I guess for me it's even crazier, right? Because a lot of the resources I have, I don't have. I mean, not I have. In fact, I don't have. But I think at the end of the day, um, okay, sorry, fizzed out over there. Let me think. It was really bad at the start because I hadn't left my job. I think 1 month after doing this, I decided there's no way I can do this part time, so I quit my job and I did it full time. So then I just sat down from day to night and just worked through a lot of things. I would think actually the most difficult part, the most time consuming part, it really is building the community. And when I say that, I really mean building it brick by brick, person by person, and really getting to know and to talk to people, not just running things like invite contests or I don't know, like spamming follows and stuff like that. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie, I did all of that. Okay, I started everything because I guess when you start from like day one and everything's at zero, I kind of just tried every single thing. Also, sometimes it's out of curiosity. I wanted to know,
Yeah.
like, does this really work? Like, I have like maybe like 50 different people texting me in the course of 1 week asking me for promos and stuff. And at some point, I cave and I'm like, let me just see if it works, and then I'll pay like a little bit and then test, and it never works. So,
Oh my
um,
god.
yeah, no, sometimes it works, but like little bit. But it doesn't like those. That's not the kind of thing I want anyway. Sometimes I just kind of want to try. So I think in terms of commitment and time, it's a full time job for sure. And but the thing is, right, ever since I've started doing this, I don't think I can ever, ever, ever like go back to what I was doing. Like this is so fun. And, and I think
Yeah.
that's what keeps me going. By the way, the one that you were showing right before this, that's the rarest one that has been minted so
the,
far. I don't know if you
the
know that.
Kaya toast.
Yeah, yeah, the Kaya toast is the rarest. And I'm
Oh
very happy
wow.
and I'm very, very, very happy that the person who minted it, this is his first NFT, if I'm not wrong.
Oh
Um,
wow.
so I'm like so happy that someone who's a first time NFT minter got something rare straight out the bat. Of course, I'm really sorry for everyone else who didn't get one. But yeah, I'm really really happy that this person got this. And I think the other thing is what I've come to realize is there is only so much you can do to chase a trend, right? Like,
Yeah.
I think all the projects that are kind of like following in the footsteps of other projects that have a certain model of success, there are only going to be so many more that can follow that same, I would say, playbook and
Yeah.
get same results before the market starts to get tired of it as well. And in a global market, 24/7, no one's sleeping. The attention span from everyone is going to flip even more. So um, this is why I kind of decided to go ahead with the launch, even at a time when everyone was telling me it's a bear market, you're not ready, the community's not big enough yet. I was like, if I'm waiting for that critical tipping point to happen for my community, knowing what resources I have on hand, I was like, it's never gonna happen. So it's now or never. We launch, we leave the minting there. I think my project's a little bit more newcomer friendly. They don't have to know about staking. They don't have to know about
Yeah.
coin generation, all of
Tokens.
that. Yeah, exactly. So, and then they don't have to worry about like pre-sale. They don't have to worry about grinding for whitelist. Like, it's just there. If you kind of like the art, you kind of want to keep it. You want this to be your first Hello Kitty kind of thing, then okay, go toast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I think, in terms of time and commitment, both as a creator and the amount of time I have to do this versus the amount of time I have to build something that will hopefully last for like, the next decade. So for me, the NFT launch is only one part and it's just the beginning of the whole story. Everything else, it comes with me innovating in other spaces or creating, more like bridges between people who don't know about NFTs yet and people who do. And kind of building different kinds of products also that is not just NFTs, because that's the only way the brand will grow. Yeah.
I
So
love that. I think there's definitely a need for that right now, especially since like the
Mhm.
trends are becoming a little bit more complicated. I mean,
Yeah.
I know we all live and breathe in the space, but then there are some mechanics that are just like I mean, it's
There's
hard
too
enough
much.
to get in and figure everything out, right? And then like
Yeah.
we add in you know, like right now,
What
right? Like the games and stuff. I
games?
can't wrap
Yeah.
my head around
There's too
that
much
side
going
yet.
on.
So
Yeah.
if I was a beginner, I'd be so intimidated. And I think a tasty toasty would be a very warm welcome to the space.
Yeah, that's
And
why I'm
yeah,
aiming
and
for.
like and I guess also I guess what Chanel was saying, like I love that we're getting more Asians, in this space, because like, we're hella creative. Like the world doesn't understand or realize how creative Asians are. So anytime there's an Asian project like this, we're always, gonna be talking about it, and we're always gonna support it, because like, I mean, everything, everyone, I mean, it's a Western game. People from the North America and Europe, they're keen on this. They've been here, but us Asians, we're just starting, I guess, especially here, like in
Yeah.
Southeast Asia, Singapore, even here in the Philippines, everything is just starting. So I guess if you can, like, can you talk about that more, like how I guess hard was it for someone like us here in Asia, just building a project or just having a voice within the NFT space?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I have a lot to say on this. Yes, it is. It is a little bit hard. I think. Especially when you start, like, let's say you start. For me, like, I fired up a Twitter account that I haven't used in years. I deleted like all my tweets from college. I was like, so embarrassing. No one needs to see this. And then, but I kept my name because I wanted to go into this fully doxed. I am who I am. So and then for starting to follow like NFT influencers, and then going to Twitter Spaces. I think something that I always hear about when I'm in Twitter Spaces is that they're saying, everyone wants to start a project, you need to be in more Twitter Spaces, you need to get to know people. But I do think that there is a little bit of a barrier because the host of many spaces, not to their own fault of anything, I mean, it's just something that they've been building for a year, right? They already kind of have that friend group or like their network. So even
Yeah.
if you are like, kind of like get a chance to kind of speak on the stage, it's not a particularly organic thing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know whether you've tried once or twice. I mean, I've done that, and I know I'm really grateful for all of those opportunities. But it's not
I
the
just want to
same as.
say, sorry to cut you, but I saw you in the Twitter space the other day with the NFT girls.
Oh my god, I was so laughing. It was so funny.
Sorry, I just wanted to put it
Okay,
out there.
yeah. Okay, we can talk about that, but that one is not an NFT. That one is like random. I couldn't stop laughing. Okay, but anyway, so I think in terms of that community, it is a bit hard to break that global boundary. Couple of one thing that I did was when there was NFT New York, and at that point I had just quit my job. So I bought a ticket with like 1.5 weeks notice to just go to NFT New York and like see what's
Wow.
up. So that was quite a crazy journey. And I did meet like a couple of people there. Of course, it was still not like, it's not like I meet like my best friend of 10 years there or whatever. You can't do that in a week. But I definitely, saw what was happening in the space. so much innovation, and the energy was just so electric. And it just like completely cemented my belief that this is not going away. This, I think the flipping might be a bubble, but the innovation is here to stay. There's so much creative energy and so many like smart developers building in the space. So I think this is the year where many people who are starting projects, they will be starting to forge. Many new people are starting projects. They'll be starting to forge new friendships, and new like communities of their own accord in this space. And I think when the flipping bubble kind of like bursts, some projects will not last, but those people who are here for the long term, another, I don't know if I could yeah, they will continue to build with one another, and that's where we will see maybe in the next 2-3 years like the new OGs of 2021, if that makes any sense. So I think that boundary is going to come down, and the thing is, I think many people in the US or the Europe scene, yes, they have something, but they are also looking to expand to Asia. And similarly, I think Asia has picked up the momentum, and we are coming out with our own IP, our own ideas, and at some point, it will also cross pollinate over. I think Web3 is so different from Web2 in that our generation has had even more access to like social media, and I guess like the idea of like open borders and globalization. So I have no doubt at all that we're not going to see the same kind of trajectory always, in that the West moves first and then Asia moves much later on. I think right now there is opportunity for it to kind of be on par at a much quicker rate than in the past. Yeah. I don't know if I'm just like talking about like random
No,
like
it's
global
perfect.
trends
Yeah,
around
yeah.
the NFTs.
No, I
But
totally get it. Yeah.
yeah.
What about your experience like as a woman in such a male dominated space? What's it been like for you?
Okay. Um Okay, I'm going to address the comment earlier about the business space in the NFT goals. I think we can start there. So and then I'll answer your question because it's kind of related, right? So that day I saw NFT men meet beautiful women or something. I was like,
Yep.
what is
Mhm.
this?
Yeah.
What is this clique? And then I was
That was
like
so
ordering,
funny.
yeah, I was ordering lunch and eating lunch, and I was like, I almost spat out my food and some of the things that they were saying, and then they were saying if you tip us, you can come on stage. So
Yeah.
like, yeah, so like I said earlier, right? Sometimes I'm just like, what is this? Then I'm like, just try, just throw everything on the wall and see if it works.
Yeah.
So I DM'd one of the girls. So for everyone's context, these were OnlyFans girls. They were running wealthy men meet beautiful women, and then they changed the title to NFT men. So then like the NFT community just went in. I
Yep,
think because of the
yep, yep.
algorithm or whatever. Yeah, so I tipped one of the girls. I tipped like I think 50 Sing dollars, which is like 35 USD. I figured like it's a
Oh
meal or
my
something.
god.
Yeah, so I was just like, never mind, just for fun. And there were 1,000 people in the room. So and then I was
Yeah,
like, can I
yeah,
come
yeah.
on stage? And she was like, sure. And I was like, oh my god. And then she actually put me up. So I mean, but I think that it was so entertaining because we saw, okay, here how men potentially treat women, right? So we hear a lot of like people agreeing that the space needs to be more inclusive, but when things come down to it, are they just paying lip service, or are they putting their actions behind what they say? So some of the guys who were in that room, they were completely respectful. These girls were running OnlyFans businesses. That's their business of choice. It's a free market, right? So and they are commanding a room of 1,000 people for entertainment, it's like reality TV. So if they are asking for tips, sure, people are paying, people like me are paying. So what's the big deal? So I didn't like the fact that there were some guys who felt like they could say anything that they wanted behind a profile pic to these girls, regardless of what their profession was. That really shocked me. So I think, in the NFT space, I think people are more respectful in general, because you're here to build Web3 and everything. But the fact that there are guys who can treat other women who are doing other kinds of jobs in that certain manner of disrespect, that spoke volumes to me, and that's the kind of thing that I hope we will not see moving forward. But anyway, I don't know why we're talking about OnlyFans now. If those guys watch this video, I respect you. It's a free market. You wouldn't be doing what you're doing if there's no demand. So like it's everybody's free choice. So anyway, but then on topic of how it's like being a woman navigating the space, I think honestly in the last decade there has been a lot of improvement in in like people recognizing that there's a need for like equality or like equal chances. I think not necessarily equality. So I do hear a lot of talks about inclusivity, and I think in such a nascent space to already hear that, it bodes very well for me. And not for me, sorry, for like everyone. So I think it's been okay. I would say though that sometimes the NFT space, like at least if for in NFT New York, for example, there were a lot of parties and stuff. So I think as a single woman who went there myself, I just took a lot of precautions. But it was honestly, most of the people I met were very, very respectful and very nice. So it's been okay. Yeah. Yeah.
That's really good to hear. I feel like
Yeah.
majority of the people are very, very welcoming and respectful and kind. And then like there's like a little bit of a dark
There's
side, you
one dude.
know?
There's gonna be one dude.
Yeah. But I'm happy to see that I feel like we're building in the right direction. We definitely need more women in this space. That would be
That's true.
awesome. But
Yeah.
yeah, hopefully we get there in the next couple of
Yeah.
months at least.
Yeah.
That's why
I'm
that's why
sure
I
we'll
guess
get
that's why
there.
it's so important. That's why it's so important to have, someone like Chanel speak here, because it's not just, the female perspective, it's also, the Asian perspective. And it's like twofold when it comes to inclusivity, because like both sectors, really have to be more involved, I guess, when it comes to NFT space. And yeah, so it's such a refreshing, you have been such a refreshing persona here within this space. So we're very,
Yes.
very thankful for you, and speaking your facts and speaking your truth. So we appreciate it. And I love your energy, Chanel. It's been hella infectious
Yeah,
for the
I know.
past hour.
I think
Thank
I think this
you.
has been like our most hyper show.
I
Like
know.
we're so
Really?
hyped.
Are you serious? I got a lot of
It's all
thoughts
the
and a lot of
sandwiches.
random opinions. I can we can
Oh, I
share them
love
all day
it.
long.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah, and we're gonna give away. So we
Let's do
mentioned
it. Let's do
earlier
it.
that we're giving away two tasty toasty NFTs. So let's start with the trivia question.
I
Are
think
you
we're
guys
doing
ready?
the. I think we're
Are
doing the
oh
Twitter first.
oh my bad. Okay, sorry. So
It's fine.
we're gonna start. I don't want to talk anymore. I always mess up the giveaway part.
It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so we're
Okay,
gonna
we're
do we're
doing the
gonna do it
Twitter.
the Twitter. We're gonna do the Twitter giveaway first. So if everyone, hopefully everyone joined. So it was super easy. You just go to Asian Min's Twitter account, and then you just had to follow us three, Asian Mint, Tasty Toasty, and do that. So we're gonna be picking this one now. We've been a bit strict over the past few weeks in saying that you had to claim it on stream, but we realized that it's a Saturday night and you're probably out there, I don't know, getting drunk or whatever. So we'll be lenient about it this time. It goes against the whole tasty toasty vibe of, all, just good vibes and happiness and whatever. So we're giving us to this random person right here. Who we got? Crypt
Kryptonic Queen.
Kryptonic Queen. There you
Woo!
go.
Welcome, Queen.
Congratulations, Kryptonic Queen. You are getting a free Tasty Toasty NFT care of
Yay.
Chanel, our mother dough.
By
No,
any chance, are you here, Kryptonic Queen? No? Okay.
it's probably not. It's fine.
We will reach out. And we have another giveaway,
I have
which
another
we will
giveaway.
do with our usual trivia question. And the first person to answer in the chat on our end will win a tasty toasty NFT. So, Did
Oh,
you want to throw out that
yes.
question?
All right. I will throw out the question. Just letting you know, guys.
Oh,
So
oh,
whether
well,
you're
actually,
on
Chanel can
Chanel
ask.
can do the
Yeah.
question. I just wanted to let everyone know. So whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, it doesn't matter, because we see your comments, we see
Yeah.
the comments on both ends. So
I think
it's
just
it's just
Twitter is the one that we don't see. So if you're
probably
watching
not. We
on
don't see.
Twitter,
Yeah.
yeah,
So if you're
hop
on
on
Twitter,
now.
probably go to Asian Mint's Facebook account or YouTube account right now, to claim or to try and claim your free Tasty Toasty NFT. It goes it has, and it will always be first come, first win, I guess, for people. So it's gonna be on our end. Chanel is gonna drop the question. So hopefully everyone in the chat is ready right now. It's gonna be pretty easy if you guys pay attention, or probably, you know checked out Tasty Toasty while we were chatting here. So if anytime you're ready, Chanel, just drop the question.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Name one tasty toasty character.
Oh god, that's oh easy, guys. Just name
Let's
one. We have
go.
five. We have five Tasty Toasty characters where the Tasty Toasty NFTs are, built around. Um there you go. We see
Oh,
one. I
so
see one.
fast. It's Terry on
Oh
my
my god,
end.
Terry.
It's
It
Terry.
is
Terry
Terry.
wins again.
Terry wins again. MG.
Terry
Is that
is
right,
so good at
Chanel?
these
Yes,
MG?
that's
games.
right. That's right. MG is the one that's too tired.
Multi,
MG,
that's me.
Congratulations.
can you talk more about MG? What is MG all about?
Right, right. So MG is my own personal favorite. So I know you mentioned you're like a herb. For me, I think I'm
I'm
more
a
like
herb,
MG.
yeah.
MG basically is short for multi-grain, and he has all the seeds
Okay.
on his like what do you call it, rind, right? And so I made it such that he's tired because he's carrying too many seeds, and he also abbreviated his name because he felt like it was too long. Um, but the only thing that he likes is Greek mythology, specifically the story of Sisyphus. There's also me. So, and basically Sisyphus is the story where the guy is punished because he angered the Greek gods or something like that, and he has to every day he has to roll like a stone up a hill, and then the stone would fall, and he would have to roll it up again. So it's part of like it's part of uh what's the Greek philosophy, absurdism or something like that. So anyway, so that is MG for you. He likes uh he like yeah he likes reading Greek mythology and contemplating his existence. Yeah.
Not gonna
So
Uh,
I'm
lie,
a
when I
I'm
went
a
through the characters, it
go
was
ahead.
also MG that I related with the most.
I was gonna say Carla's probably an MG or burnt.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
How
More
about you, Chanel? What
MG.
are you? What would you
I
describe yourself as?
am No, after NFTs, I'm definitely MG. I think we all have a bit of MG in us. One seat on each of his back is one whitelist spot.
It's too heavy.
Yeah.
It's too heavy. It's so heavy.
The things that people have to do to get whitelist spots. My
Oh
gosh.
my god, it's crazy. It's so
Yeah.
crazy. Okay,
So
before we let you go, Chanel, how can again for everyone in the chat, Tasty Toasty is still minting right now, but where can people basically reach out to you, find you, or be part of the TT community?
for sure. So I am on Twitter, Chanel Coco, as well as Tasty Toasties. And then the community is in Discord. So for everyone who got Toasty today, we have a verified channel called Upper Crust. So make sure you get in the upper crust. A lot of more of the discussions actually happen there. So when you come into our Discord, sometimes it looks very quiet. That's because we're talking in the upper crust. Maybe I should kind of share so not so people know. But yeah, Discord and Twitter for now. We also have an Instagram page, which I will occasionally update, and I do plan to update a little bit more on that because I feel like my target audience are actually people who don't know about NFTs yet, and I think Instagram might be a good way to onboard them. Yeah. So I have planning to do a bit more on
Yeah.
Instagram. Yeah. Yeah.
Chanel, just one last thing, because I gave you a follow on Twitter earlier, and I love how you're really like living your brand.
Yes.
Well, it's an IG filter, right, Chanel? It's an IG
Yes, it's an
filter.
IG filter. So I have two IG filters. One is the face is through the bread, so your face is the spread. And then the other one is a GM filter. So there's GM on your face, and then the toasties are raining down. Yeah. So
I'm gonna use it, and then I'm gonna
I
post
love it.
my
I
own.
love
yeah,
it so much.
yeah, go do that. Yeah. Because yeah, I think like this Hello Kitty, this Sanrio vibe is more mainstream, and that's what I was going for anyway. So yeah, because I know like everyone will look at the toasting number and be like, oh my gosh, this project's not moving. But at the end of the day, like I did this for people who don't know about NFTs yet, so I kind of want to just
Yeah.
put it out there, like I'm actually quite okay with it because at the end of the day, like the early community, the early supporters, they know what I'm here to do, and there's no FUD in my Discord, which is so rare.
Yeah.
So I was so happy about that. I was really stressed out the first after right after launch, but now there's no fun at all. I'm like, whoa, everyone gets it. So I'm actually really, really grateful for that. So everyone here who's like supporting me and coming from TC Toasties, thank you guys really so much. Every morning I wake up and I'm just like, oh my god, what do I need to do today to make sure that this grows? So I'm on it. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's so awesome.
Thank you so much,
Thank you
Chanel,
so
for
much.
joining us. We love talking to you,
Thank
and
Thanks,
we're
you.
gonna
Chanel.
be in touch on Twitter and Instagram and everywhere for sure. And I will try to find that roti dog to send you where it is
Yes,
exactly.
please. Yes, please. Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was lovely meeting you too. I had a good time. So maybe next time we can chat again.
Yes, for
Yes.
sure.
Yeah.
Thank you
Thanks,
and
Chanel.
stay
Appreciate your time.
Well,
safe.
thank you guys.
Happy
Bye.
Saturday.
Happy
Happy
Saturday to you too.
Saturday. We're actually at an hour in already. Wow, I didn't
Yes.
even feel that because I love talking. I love talking to Chanel. I love talking about bread. And I
Her
think,
energy was crazy.
yeah, I think what Tasty Toasties is doing is really, really cool. And
That's true.
it's again a very welcoming project for people who might be figuring out this space. And like the community is all on the same page. So yeah, maybe if that's what you're looking for, you can also check that out. Or if you just love bread like we do,
That's true. That's true.
then let's all get this bread.
Tsaka I feel like, we were talking about a while ago, like we were talking about trends and, like
Yeah.
everyone's trying to catch a trend. I love how Chanel has been like, like F trends, I don't care about trends. I'm gonna do my
Yeah.
thing. It's about bread. It's fun. It's like there's no loopholes or crazy complex thing. It's just like five breads or five, a lore between five breads just hanging out. So I actually feel that, the NFT space is evolving towards that right now. So it's all about, it's not about who does things first or who does things. It's all about just finding your niche, your community, and chilling with that. And I feel like, what Chanel was saying, she doesn't mind if it's slow or whatever it is. She's just happy with the community she has right now with Tasty Toasties. And I feel honestly like, long term, that those are the communities or NFT project that will really, really, last. Because like it's not
Yeah.
about pumps, it's not about floor prices, tokens, or complex games or whatever. It's just about having fun and bringing the kid in us. Like, not gonna lie, like the NFT space has brought out so much youth in in people, and it's just fun. So I feel that this is like the perfect epitome of what the NFT space should really be. You know, I guess moving
About.
towards. Yeah, just
Yeah.
fun, just wholesome fun for everyone.
I think the way I see NFTs has definitely changed from the very first time I did an episode with you, because I remember we talked about like what are the things you look at when you get into an NFT project. And I said it was like art, and then it was utility. And I remember that, team and founders, like they were just kind of like third or fourth. But
Yeah.
then, yeah, that's my realization that you really do have to look at how committed the founders are, because they could have an amazing roadmap, amazing utility. But if your founders, just kind of bounce after a couple of months, if they're not in it, looking at it from a long term perspective, then that roadmap might not even get utilized. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
yeah,
And I guess
that's
how
the
how focused
change.
how focused the founders are when it comes to their community. And it doesn't matter if it's a community of 20,000 people or just 20 people. If the
Yeah,
founders are focused on giving or adding value to the lives of those 20 or 20,000 people, that's all that should matter. Like at the end of the day, whether the price gets affected by that or not, it shouldn't. It should actually just be, on the side. I mean, I know we're all here trying to collect as many ETH as we all can, for sure. Like that's all why we're here. But we tend to overlook the fact how important community is, or how important having fun is. And with Chanel, she enters Discord, ends the day with a smile on her face, and like that's more than any utility you can actually get. So I love the whole positivity and color and having fun. That's definitely bullish on that for sure.
Yes, I completely agree. And I'm just, checking my calendar right now because, like, do we have any reminders for the next week? Because, like, I find it so crazy. So I was talking to the Alpha Girl team earlier. We were hanging out, and I was saying it's 8 days till mint. I can't believe that we just talked on Let's Eat last week. Doesn't it
I
feel like
know.
an
It's
eternity ago?
it's crazy.
So yeah,
Wait,
so
it's
many
eight
things are
days?
gonna happen.
It's 7 days. Is it
Well,
eight
yeah,
days?
sorry, 7 days.
7 days from now. Okay. So I mean,
7 days.
in terms of reminders, that's one. AGC is minting
Is
on next
minting next
Saturday,
Saturday.
Manila
Yeah.
time for
So
sure.
here
That's
we
it. Is there anything
go.
else? I don't know. Is there? I am
Um
not sure.
no, yeah, I think I just wanted to drop that reminder. AGC minting December 4. No time, no confirmed time just yet. So let's all just
Yes.
wait in the Discord to see. And they also had a big announcement earlier about certain projects having automatic whitelist. So if you have, I hope I get this right. I'm gonna name
Go
some
ahead.
of the projects. If you have a Doodles, Creature, World of Women, if you have, wait, there were a lot. Okay, so I'm just
Fellas,
gonna name those three. Fellas, did I say cool cats already?
not yet.
Apes, punks.
Which apes? Which
I'm not
punks?
sure. Well, just check.
No, I
Just
have
check.
it. I have
But
it. I have it.
but yeah, 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 they
I
have
have it
that.
for you. So it's BAYC, Cool
Okay,
Cats,
there we go.
Creatures, Punks, Doodles, Whirl of Women, Sup Ducks, Lazy Lions, and Dead Fellas. There you
Oh, there we go. Okay, so that started off as like a smaller list, and then yeah, they
go.
added projects. But basically, you get white. You can claim a white list. They're filling up the 3,000 slots now. So if you
So I'm
are a
assuming it's
holder,
first come first serve for the
yes, it
holders.
is. It is.
Okay,
Yeah. So we're down to the final stretch, and we're filling up those whitelist spots.
that's
So
cool.
guys, don't forget to check that out.
And there is a launch party coming up too, right?
Yeah, that's gonna be on Twitch. So
Hey.
watch out for that. We're gonna be hanging out a
uh,
lot in the next week, guys.
For sure, for sure. I
Yeah.
think that's it. I think we have our bases covered. I don't know if we have other projects coming up, but I mean we will be seeing each other guys in like what 7 days from now. So don't worry about it.
Yeah. We're just very clingy. But thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Terry,
Thanks guys.
congratulations for winning once again. Disqualified
Oh
gonna know
god.
next week. But yeah, we had so much fun. Again, thank you to Chanel. Do check out Tasty Toasties right after this live stream. And Dij and I were just gonna bounce and head on back to staring at OpenSea.
Oh my
Bye,
gosh.
guys.
Bye guys,
Thank
happy
you.
Saturday. Stay safe
See you next
everyone.
Saturday.